Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your weekly reading. Apologies, I'm very behind. I'm delayed for you guys. I was ill last week, so I did take some time off, so I'm back and I apologize. So this will be for this week. All right, from today till Sunday. So let's dive in. Let's see what's going on for you guys. I will say, just before I started your video, I did see some symbols, and it was a butterfly, and it was like a moon. You know, not a full moon. It was kind of like one of those crescent moons, whatever they are called. That's why I saw it. I don't know if that means anything for someone, or if Googling it will give you some ideas. I know that butterflies are about transformation, and moons can be about feelings, emotions, or maybe something that has been hidden. But let's dive into your reading. All right, let's see what's going on for my lovely Geminis. All right, let's split it, put it back together in a different order. All right, let's go. So this is going to be representing your current energy for the week, okay? Eight of Swords, feeling a little bit stuck, a bit bounded by a situation, by multiple situations. This feels like this week you will be up in your head a little bit. I will say trying to figure out a solution to your problems, but the Eight of Swords is almost the opposite of that. So it's almost like sometimes we're looking too much at the problems and not enough at the solutions. And sometimes we feel like we need to look at the problems to find solutions. Yes and no. If we're looking only at the problems and, oh my God, this is happening and this is happening and this is happening, rather than, okay, how can I deal with this? How can I be prepared for this? Or how can I leave this situation and place boundaries, whatever it is. But you guys are feeling a bit stuck, a little bit cornered at the moment with that Eight of Swords. As you can see here, she's a bit tied up. Let's see what your challenge is. The Three of Cups, which is interesting. Your challenge, there's two messages here. It could be regarding a friendship group with the Three of Cups, or a few people in your life. Usually this is my card of friendship, so Gemini could be to do with friends that you're feeling is the challenge. Maybe it's in a friendship group you're feeling a bit stuck. Maybe you are recognizing that maybe this could be the area where there could be something hidden, or you're feeling excluded, or you're being told to do things that you don't feel comfortable with. All right, it's almost like maybe there is a social, feels like some of you are worried about like a social opinion. This could be social media for some of you. Like I'm sensing there is not the public, but for some of you it could be worried about their opinions of you. Or maybe you're feeling like you have to do something because of the other people's opinions of you, or what they're telling you to do. That could be anything from career to your personal life. But it does feel like there's a little bit of that coming in. Now, for others of you, the Three of Cups is usually a card of gratitude. So what we can see here with this being a challenge is that maybe you're having a hard time being grateful for counting the blessings, because it may not look like there is a lot, especially considering you're in this energy right now, feeling stuck, feeling tied up, you know, feeling like there's a lot of problems. It can be very hard to count your blessings, but there are blessings nonetheless. If we have at least one person around us, that's a blessing. If we have a roof over our head, or someone who might be there helping you, or a community that could be helping, whatever, that's a blessing. If there is just you and your connection to the divine, that's a blessing. To feel at least a bit connected to something, I don't know, there is something. If there is some sort of food coming in, there's a blessing at the end of the day. So even if there's a lot of problems and it may be really troublesome, you know, the world has a big thing for making us feel fear, you know, trying to get by, trying to pay the bills, trying to do this, that we forget that we have some things around us that are a blessing in this world and that other people don't really have. But anyways, counting your blessings could be a challenge for you this week, but again, it could be about people as well. Writing some things down could be really helpful, things that you are grateful for, if it's your children, if it is some family members, if it's some friends, if it is some colleagues that you have, if it is a certain amount of money that you make, if it is the food you got in the fridge or the cupboards, if it is just a roof over your head, if it's just because it's just sunny outside, I don't know. But counting your blessings is going to be quite important for you guys this week, because it will help you to see more than just the problems, okay? It's a bit of a mindset shift, and it seems to be something that might help you out of feeling stuck or lost right now, okay, or out of control. All right, it helps us to remember what we do have. All right, anyway, let's look at what you are being asked to focus on. Literally what I was just saying. So the Five of Cups brings in disappointments, okay? So this is something that you were experiencing, but it is a card that serves as a reminder that yes, some things have gone wrong in life. Yes, some things have spilt in life. Things have not gone to plan, but there is always something that we can look at and focus on. In this case, it's usually 2 cups, which could represent a certain connection you have with somebody, or it is something that you can use to grow. It means that you're not completely at zero. All right, even if it feels like it. All right, so yes, you've been disappointed. Something has gone wrong. Something has gone against what you thought would happen. It may feel like you've lost progress, or it's emotional. It's an emotional card. But again, what to focus on is what you still have. All right, not to focus on what's not going wrong. Not going right, but to try and change the narrative a little bit here. All right. Let's see now what is going on, or what let's see in your recent past. Hierophant. So now the Hierophant usually speaks about traditions and beliefs. Okay, this is maybe a time where you have recently been, trying to commit to your religion or your beliefs a lot more. This is a card of obedience as well. So again, that's why I'm saying that maybe you have committed to something, maybe got into a new contract, new relationship. All right, could be again a card about marriage as well as certain traditions that maybe you were committing to in the past. I know if this is in relation to what you feel is stuck now. So again, this could be marriage problems, or again, this could be problems with your belief, or there are some keys here as well. Maybe you guys have leveled up in life recently, but if you're feeling stuck, okay, maybe you're not seeing that, or sometimes we can forget how far we've come when we're met with loads of problems. So again, that could be a bit of a reminder here to look at how far you have come. All right, with that Hierophant. Now, let's look at your strengths this week. Is the Knight of Wands. So that is very good. This tells me, because this is coming up in terms of your strengths, usually you're super optimistic. Usually you're very ambitious. You want to go out. You're quite extroverted. Or again, you are quite good at seeking adventure or seeking beliefs. This is coming through as something that will be a strength for you this week. So to step into an optimistic point of view, to have a little bit of fun with life, and remember that we don't just come across motivation, we kind of have to build momentum for it. We have to kind of take the first step. We have to go and explore. We have to go and surround ourselves with new things, because that will likely help you with what it is you're feeling quite stuck by. Okay, so for some of you, get out the house. For some of you, what you need to hear is that maybe there is a trip that could really help you to change your mind, to change your attitude here. Knight of Wands is a conqueror. He believes, he's very confident. He just bounces around, does a lot of things, so an explorer, if you will. This is coming through saying that this will be your strength this week. When you don't take life too seriously, when you're able to kind of do something different, you can build momentum in a better direction than the spiral. We don't want to spiral. We want to try and take steps into a more optimistic, not just optimistic, but more motivating. So how to build motivation is by doing something that fuels that fire of yours. So there we go. All right, let's carry on. Again, some of you go to a different location, whether it's travel wide scale, or whether it is literally just going to a state you've never been to before, if it's going to a new park you've never been to before. There could be something that happens there, or something that you see that kind of broadens that prospect again, like that horizon for you. It reminds you of the world that is out there. You could see someone who is living the dream that you desire, and instead of it upsetting you, you look at it as something that inspires you. Okay, if they can do it, then I can do it too. And then you try to find that journey. There is something that might spark your inspiration by changing the scene. All right, sometimes what is really being called for is change. When we're feeling a bit depressed, when we're feeling a bit low, what is calling for is change. Something needs to change. For some of you, I don't know why I feel called to just share a little about my story, like a moment in my life where I was Okay, I'm not gonna go too deep into it, but you know, there's been a few times in my life where I felt super low. The first time, all I needed to do was remove something that was causing a lot of pain and a lot of anxiety. So that's what I did. I removed it. The relief of that made me feel much better, and then after that, I was able to start to build more optimism, and I went from being very depressed, very suicidal, to suddenly being so optimistic and joyful, like just from a change. My problems were not fixed, the inner stuff was not fixed, but the change was something that kept me going. All right, so that is just an example. And when it almost happened again, I knew what I needed to do. I needed to change something. My soul was calling for more. It was calling for exploration. All right, and this Knight of Wands again is a seeker. It represents Jupiter's expansion. All right, Sagittarius is a energy of expansion. So what your inner self is calling for is to expand what you've got. That is why sometimes we feel really low, or we feel a bit, you know, like we should be doing more. I don't think you need to actively go crazy and work and hustle your ass off. I'm not saying that. I do feel like just a change in your surroundings could help find purpose or find something to keep you going, okay? And it seems like it'll bring a bit more optimism into your life. All right, let's have a look and see in your near future. So Five of Pentacles. Now, when fives come up in a reading, Gemini, it does represent that there is a need for change. In the future, it will be in regards to your finances or your resources, okay? At the moment, there is an emotional lack, feeling really disappointed emotionally. In the near future, there is going to be a change that is necessary when it comes down to your resources and what you have, okay? That is your time, your energy, and balancing them a bit better, because this is telling me that you feel a little bit at a lack financially when it comes down to your resources, your time, your energy. You're feeling at a lack, and you're feeling like you're running out of hope. In this case, there is still some hope there, all right? That light will gradually get bigger, okay? I do see that some of you will have a very loyal companion coming into your life if you have not got that person already. Some of you, if this is someone that you're married to or someone that you're committed to, this person can really help you and is there for you through difficult times and is something to count as a blessing. Some of you don't have that, and I understand, but it does feel like there are some needs for change when it comes down to the things that you're committed to. Your traditions, your beliefs need to change, because we go from this being your past, and by the way, as another number 5, which is why I'm bringing it up now, as it feels like it's something that might need to change, so that you have a bit more of an open mind. All right, do things that are a little bit untraditional, I would say, is something you're being called to do this week, because that might help you change something in your life, okay? Your emotions, let's see. Queen of Cups, very sensitive. This does not have to be a bad thing. This is telling me that you're feeling things in a very heightened way this week. You know, things maybe that you wouldn't usually feel. We do have like a dolphin here, so you know, I'm pretty sure they're very sensitive to frequencies. So again, you're very sensitive to frequencies too. That's what's coming through. You can feel things. Maybe it's other people's vibes around you leaking into your own, okay? Queen of Cups is very empathic. So for this to be in your emotions, it's good. It tells me that you have a very big heart, all right? But what this is also telling me, given all these other messages, is that you could also be kind of feeling the energies of other people, and that could be something that is upsetting your own balance and equilibrium, is what I'm hearing. So you might need to reconsider who you have around you. You might need to consider whose anxiety are you feeling. Is this your own, or is this the people around just kind of creating that, or is that you're feeling their anxiety, you're feeling their stress? All right, we need to pay attention to your surroundings. Speaking of your surroundings, I will go into it. In your environment, we have the Wheel of Fortune. That's not come up before in this spread, so it's interesting. The Wheel of Fortune can represent fortune, yes, but it is also about, you know, like you never really know what you can expect. So when it comes down to your environment, you could already be going through very fated changes, or you're about to. The Wheel of Fortune is expect the unexpected. So again, if things are not in balance there already, then they are going to be. And don't take that in a negative way, because the Wheel of Fortune ultimately is ruled by Jupiter. And again, Jupiter is a part of your strength here. So the fact that things around you are changing may make you feel out of control and at a lack. Maybe something's taken from you financially or stability-wise or emotionally. these changes in your environment, I feel really strongly that is what's going to kind of change things for the better. Okay, so it's almost like one of those moments where it's like things really are chaotic and you're like, why me? And then you realize that, oh, all the people that cause me stress are out of my life now, or you know, it's that kind of vibe. I do think that it is for the better. All right, but let's see. In terms of what you're hoping for this week, is a Page of Cups. I'm hearing like you just want a break, you just want some good news. Page of Cups. In terms of your hopes, one thing I will say, there could be a part of your inner child that's coming through here that might need some addressing emotionally. Some of you could be hoping for an emotional surprise, whether that is like good news or someone expressing how they feel. That could be something that you're really wanting here. You're kind of wanting just something to drop in, almost like the seagull just completely dropping a fish into your cup. Like you would never expect that to happen. That's not on your list of it's not on the plan, but you're hoping that something comes in that's not in the plan that kind of makes you feel better emotionally. Or again, it could be certain news. Overall energy, 9 of Wands, things are difficult, but the 9 of Wands is telling me here that you have that last push in you, okay, to get rid of that wolf energy. Whoever this wolf is, okay, that could just be the challenges that you're facing. It's something clearly that's aggressive and it's hard to beat. Could be a person, again, it could be a very aggressive person around you who you need to place boundaries with. This person could be the reason why you're feeling emotionally drained, financially drained. All right, you will conquer this energy. The 9 of Wands usually is, you know, he's got his head wrapped in a bandage. So again, it is something that is mentally challenging or something that is very challenging for you, but you will overcome it, okay? So that's reassuring within itself, but it's just a reminder here that you have the strength. Place boundaries where necessary, okay? I do see that things are going to get better, but I will say it's a challenging week, I will be honest with you. Or you've been going through some challenges already. Some of you, this is something that's been going on for a while. Jupiter will be your best friend here, meaning that the energy of expansion and research and philosophies and, you know, beliefs and being open-minded really is going to be your best friend this week, because being stuck in a closed mind or in a closed, I think, don't forget how unlimited the world is. And I know sometimes the world can make us feel like it is limited and, you know, only lucky people get great things. It's not true. And that closed mindset is not going to get you far, okay, at all. Any of us, it's not just you, and I'm not saying it in a rude way either. Your environment is changing. This can be a card of luck too. It's expect the unexpected, okay? And what you're hoping for is something to come in that's unexpected. So keep the open mind. Remember that the universe is limitless. Miracles can happen. Amazing things can happen. This could be a good time to do affirmations. It's a good time to, again, try to focus on what you do have, rather than the problems that you have, okay? Not the problems you have, but the good things that you have. Things that make you feel happy, even if it's on a small scale. Things that you can celebrate that you have currently, like some people, whatever. We went through the examples before. It can really help with the mindset shift, open the mind, and therefore open the possibilities that life can bring to you, okay? So I just think your frequency needs some lifting. But again, I understand you. Don't worry. But anyway, that is your reading, my angels. I really do wish you the best. I send you my love. I'm sending you my thoughts. All right, my angels. I really hope that you have an amazing week. All right, and hopefully these things are not as extreme as they're coming through in the reading. But just remember, you have what it takes to battle through it, to push. All right, to go for that final push. All right, and then after the 9 of Wands, it's 10 of Wands. You're able to release this very difficult and exhausting journey, and you're able to start fresh. So it's just that final push, a little bit of a change. But yeah, all right, my angels, I love you. I wish you all the best. Let me know how the reading resonated, and I send you my love. All right.